An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Block on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The tackle made.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
from just shy of midfield. Lock. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
From the gun on third down, Lock. Got Gordon open, completes it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Big play there for the Broncos on third. 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Lock on the deal against Lindsay. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Lock. Flushed out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Sanders.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Check.
on 1st and 10. It's Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. They find some open field here. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
His pass complete to Travis Fulgham.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
23, the ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 7-0 on EA Sports. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On first and goal. Howard. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A 26-yard attempt.
And now some motion up front. That may back this try up a bit. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he stopped immediately there.
Melvin Gordon.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Brought down by Darius
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings
now Locke.
And 3.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Steps away to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
4-yard gain. Brings up second
and goal from inside the 5.
4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This is caught. Watkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
The game at 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Hurts to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Okay, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. This is the tight end fan. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Broncos 24. Eagles.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
It's over.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Block and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's Lindsey. And some room to work. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
5-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to take off with him. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are back within a score.
An extra point is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Eagles 24. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 20.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Nick Van Eck. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Hurts. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
He'll fire deep for Rick, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this a little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
By Miles Jack. 1-yard gain. Brings
on 2nd and 9. Locke. They'll fire one. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Locke going to throw. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
So now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A 51-yard gain. 1st down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Complete to Dallas Goedert.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Hurts, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Eagles have cut it back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Broncos 43.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll throw again from their own end zone. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. To throw it is Locke. He's got his tight end Fan. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The Broncos on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
It's going to be caught. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Took their shot at going for the win, didn't get it. Now bring on the field goal unit, tie this thing.
It's the right call. I truly believe that. But if I'm on defense, I'm also staying a little loose here in case they want to be really aggressive and fake it.
Bronco field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime.
But first down, Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Hurts.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Eagles, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Denver, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.